This is a Brooks learning and teaching community, a space to learn. Once a year, hundreds of staff and students come together to reflect on the practice of teaching, learning, and plan for the future. I spoke with Pro Vice-Chancellor Student Experience Professor John Rafferty to find out more about what was different from last year's conference.
The big changes from last year, I think, probably are we're developing 4 MOOCs at the moment, which are massive open online courses, and I think 2 of them are nearly ready to be launched this summer. So today we're going to see what they begin to look like and talk to the teams developing them. Last year it was just an idea. Now it's developed and we're nearly ready to launch them. So that's going to be really, really exciting. That's one thing that's new. The other thing that's new is we're beginning to think about the interaction between the learning spaces that we make and the learning that goes on in the spaces. So there are some colleagues thinking about that, and I'm looking forward to getting involved in that discussion as well.
One of the primary difficulties in teaching is to keep the learner constantly engaged during the lesson or lecture. We need them to focus their concentration and energy for a little while on what they have come to us for, to learn, easier said than done. What is important for Spaces to Learn to offer to students, and were they inspired by this conference?
Seeing so many people from different backgrounds, all with a common goal of trying to promote education via creative and innovative ways, all with the same goal of attempting to break down traditional boundaries.
This is a teaching and learning conference, so it's not a kind of staff room meeting. It's everybody involved with teaching and learning, all meeting and exchanging ideas, and I think that's the best thing that a conference can do.
I think the thing about online higher education is it changes all the time, so there are always new social spaces, there are always new trends, it's a very trend-driven
Shen Bain is the keynote speaker, a senior lecturer in the School of Education, and she did the research about learning space. I also asked her what is important for Spaces to Learn to offer to students.
I think the most important thing about designing a space to learn is to try to make it a supported space. So, for example, when you're designing for online teaching, you can have a blog space, which is a relatively stable, safe space, and then you can have more edgy spaces like collaborative wiki spaces or virtual worlds or something like that, where people can experiment with different ways of learning. So it's about getting a kind of variety of supported space available.
The aim of today's conference was to consider the practice of teaching and learning in Brooks. However, it was just a plan, and the new ideas from this event need to be applied. The next step will be coming next semester. I'll be looking forward to what's going to happen. This is Adel Dashi, reporting for Brooks TV.